Hold on, who's doing the intro? Should we let Stuart do it, or should I?
You already on you, phone up. It's live. How can you open the stream like that? Honestly.
I wait for the record to hit.
It's mad.
All right, guys. Hello and welcome to the End-to-End Football Podcast. Here with myself, Abs 1010. It's always going to be like this. The season is beautiful. As you can see, got two people with me this week, not just me and Kuda ranting. But first of all, Kuda, how are you feeling?
So, boy. So. 50-50.
And obviously, after a while, too good to go down. Obviously, how are you feeling?
Hey, you have to read the next part to that as well, man. Don't just leave that out there because we're not too good to go down. Yeah, we're definitely not. But yes, I'm here. I'm very much live and kicking. Abbas, thank you very much. Happy to be back. Thought I'd come in and have a rant after the whole Tottenham game. So yeah, you know.
I mean, I know that one. It's the right game for you to rant about, isn't it?
Yeah, really? A little mental cleansing. That's what I need, mate.
This guy's come on the stream to do therapy, you know.
I'm telling you, it's cheaper.
Mad thing.
Yeah, well, welcome for it, man. Welcome for it. All right, boys.
Looking forward to it.
Let's start with Monsieur Graham Potter and his result this weekend. Chelsea 0, Southampton 1. I mean,
Southampton.
Huh? Yeah, bottom of the league, Southampton.
Well, funny enough, I was just about to say, Kuda, you threw in the group, or was it Friday night, saying surely Chelsea win this weekend? Well, there you go. Clearly not.
And the worst thing is, I was watching 3 games at the same time, but the little bits and pieces I was seeing on my phone of Chelsea against Dortmund, it looked like they were dominating that game, and they had a lot of chances. I thought, you know what? They'll probably do Southampton at home. Do you know what I mean? Worst team in the league and all that. Bro, what is it with Chelsea and like players join that team and they just get Chelsea-fied? I remember Mudryk, the first game he played against Liverpool. I thought, right, this guy looks kind of decent. And as every game goes ahead, he gets worse and worse and worse. Yeah. Even João Felix. I know he got sent off, but he was fantastic that game, apart from obviously getting sent off. Yeah.
Yep.
And obviously scored against West Ham. You know what I mean? Put that in there. And then this Southampton game, again, terrible. Enzo Fernandez, again, started okay. But again, he's now drifting into getting the Chelseaification. But then, yeah, as you said, we got to look at Graham.
And it's funny you say that because Jorginho's having fun at Arsenal right now as well, looking like a completely new player.
This is what I'm saying. And the maddest thing is, what was everyone saying? Potter, good coach, this, that, and the other. Where is the coaching?
But for me, Potter's one of those coaches that are trying to reinvent the wheel at the moment. Honestly, it's football. It can't be that hard. I don't know where all of his expansive, massive tactics are. This isn't Brighton. You don't need to come up with that sort of football. You've got world-class players at your disposal in every position, probably 2 in every position at the moment. So I don't understand why he needs to be reinventing the wheel. As I said, just play football. These are talented football players. Give them the ball. Let them play football. Don't try to control them too much. Let them go for it.
I would. The only defense I would have for Graham Potter at this precise moment is his start at Brighton wasn't smooth either. It was very rocky at the beginning. He was trying to implement football and whatever football he was trying to do, and then at the end, it started looking well. Well,
no,
Chelsea
don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm not saying Potter. I don't think Potter's a good coach. I do think Potter's a good coach. I don't think he's a good coach for Chelsea. I think he needs a team like Brighton. He needs a team where players are willing to listen to his expansive tactics. Yeah. Whereas when you're talking to World Cup winners, Champions League winners, dude, they want to hear about marauding wing backs and all of this nonsense and and deep lying playmakers. No, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear all of that 5-4-2-1, all these mad formations that he comes up with. They don't want to hear all of that.
They definitely don't want to hear it from him. They will hear it from Pep.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll hear it from Pep, but they won't hear it from him.
There you go. There you go. This is what I'm saying. I think Chelsea was. Listen, you can't blame him for taking a Chelsea job. And anyone worth their salt in football is going to back themselves and say, yes, I can manage Chelsea. Because if he didn't, he might as well have stopped managing football altogether if that job came around and he rejected it. So I don't think anyone's looking at it thinking, oh, yeah, you shouldn't have taken it, Potter. But, I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing. Look where Brighton are at the moment. Look where Chelsea are at the moment. You know,
it's mad. And the thing is, what I always say about players that play for smaller teams, i.e., if you say Crystal Palace like a Zaha, and David Moyes when he was doing well at Everton, Potter when he's doing well at Brighton, these guys go stretches of doing nothing. But because it's Crystal Palace, because it's Everton, because remember Brighton used to struggle to score goals with Potter.
Yep.
They used to go long stretches, games where they're dominating and not scoring. But at Brighton, that's okay. Over here, that ain't okay. And Chelsea already had problems scoring goals anyway before he turned up. But then I just want to look at this lineup here. 4-2-3-1. Mason Mount up front. What?
Come on.
What? First of all, I don't even know where Mason Mount's supposed to play anyway. But I definitely know he ain't up front. Do you know what I mean?
He wasn't Fofana up front.
Nah, bro. That's what it looks like on the thing. But if you watch the thing, he was the one up front, bro.
Fofana was playing Fofana was playing wide. Fofana was playing wide.
And that Muduweke was on the other wing. And Mason Mount was sort of through the center with Felix and that. And then the other problem is, for me, Enzo Fernandez.
You're damn right, reinventing the wheel. Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's mad.
And then let's look at Enzo Fernandez here. Who, personally, I think he's a good player. I don't think he's £100 and whatever £1 player, but he's a good player. But he's not a 6. He's not the CDM. You get what I mean? He's not the last line of thingy. He's a deep line playmaker. You either have two guys next to him that are going back and forth, or if you're going to play him in a 2, you need one guy sitting. You get what I mean? Don't play him with Kovacic. Don't play him with Mason Mount. Don't play him with who's that? Gallagher, that headless chicken. Bro.
I said personal there.
No. I said to my Chelsea friend, I said, see Gallagher, Gallagher plays football like he's hearing voices in his head. He is mad. Like, you know what I mean? The brother has no composure, just bare excitement, bro. Just, you know what I mean? Closing down, you know what I mean? Another one is Gavi, but you know what I mean? That's agendas. Let's I'll move.
We can bring that up. We can bring that up after this week.
Yeah. But that's for me just looking at it tactically. Now I'm looking at the psychological side. The press conferences ain't press conferencing. Do you know what I mean?
They're boring.
Yes, Abbas, we you know what I mean? We have a go at you about your 10-10 agenda, but let's be real. Ten Hag comes out and says it as it is. He said that first half was rubbish.
Yeah.
He came out and said in the first half they were rubbish and they knew they were rubbish. I didn't have to tell them nothing. You ain't hearing this from Potter, bro. Potter's coming out with some philosophical nonsense, bro. Do you know what I mean?
I don't like the way he said we played well, just unable to convert our chances. It's just like, you didn't really play that well, mate. I don't know what football you was watching. You didn't really play that well. This is Southampton. They're bottom of the league. They're struggling. They couldn't buy a win before that. It's crazy.
You know what's even funnier? About what he said here was he also said that Southampton were well organized, and then the Southampton manager came out and said, "Yeah, we didn't even have time to train." I'm like,
wow. Wow, that's a slap to the face, man. Honestly, a big slap to the face.
And then you know what? Yeah, before we even move on, let's pivot a little bit to the ownership. Now, Tommy Tooks, on this streams or on this pod, I've had my beef with Tommy Tuchel. My beef with Tommy Tuchel wasn't his ability; it was the fact that they were comparing him to Klopp and Pep. I didn't think he's in that conversation.
Certainly too soon to even start that conversation.
But he is the next line underneath them, man. Do you know what I mean? He is in that mode. Do you know what I mean? With the we'll put the 10 hugs and them man in there, do you know what I mean? Unless they move.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm talking about the band. See, man just came this. No, you see these guys. Oh,
Hey, they never throw a compliment Man United way again.
Exactly. That's why I ain't even mentioning him.
Cut that off, man.
This guy, bro. Oh, shameless.
I couldn't help myself.
Sorry. Honestly.
Oh,
Cheshire Cat.
Innit? Oh, my
Big
days.
old beam.
Hey, absolutely insane. Anyway, what was I saying? So you get rid of him because what was the reason again? It was something along the lines of, oh, he's not. What did he say? Something along the lines of he wanted a regular contact with them, but he wasn't contributing to the contact. This is during preseason. But
yeah.
My man was saying, big man, I need to train these idiots. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not my job to be scout and sporting director and manager and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Which is very true. This is what you buy. This is what you have sporting
football,
directors for, chief scouts for. You know,
in modern day football, you can't have a manager that's trying to take over everything. It's not going to work.
Exactly.
And then he's spread everywhere.
Now, manager these days is a head coach. Let's have it right at club level. Especially a big club like Chelsea, who have got like massive amount of players for one, and a lot
who
of
clearly are not listening to the manager's will when it comes to transfers. These transfers are coming out of nowhere. You can't tell me Graham Potter knows half these players.
Nah.
From his Brighton database. Don't.
Yeah. Nah, no way. And then we look at it here. So you get rid of him. Yes, he was having a tough time, but you know what I mean. He still would. You got to look at it as when you're getting rid of a manager. It's like, who are you bringing in? The owners in Twitter Spaces with fans in that. Already, our red flags were going. Alarm bells, rather, were going in my head. Like, this guy seems a bit mad. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes you see his likes. He's liking like Chelsea fan accounts and that. Yeah. So he's got swept up in the whole. Oh yeah, Graham Potter, next big thing. This, that, and the other. Do you get what I mean? Because Graham Potter's stocks were really high at Brighton.
At that point, yep.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when they got him, everyone was like, oh, yeah, good manager. Oh, yeah, this, that, and the other. But Moyes was also, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everton always... He did, though, at the time. He did. It did. Moyes made sense at the time, but you know, right, I actually hit two birds, one stone there.
Just hitting those ricochets right now. I'm not even in the firing line and still getting shot at. Don't worry, I got a few things to say about Moyes. Don't worry.
Anyway, so he brings in my man here, but let's look at it. He's at Brighton. The man was on £1.75 million a year at Brighton. Yeah, with bonuses, 2 mil. Let's be generous. He was on £2 million a year. How much is he on at Chelsea, lads?
5.
No.
Is it more?
Keep going.
No.
Keep going.
8.
Nope.
12.
You got it all right there, boy.
What?
And not only that, 12 million pounds, 5-year deal.
Oh yeah.
So this is basically
60 million.
They're doing the foolishness of the players,
bro. Imagine getting a what is that now? We're talking about 6 times your salary.
Easy.
Yo.
Wow.
So on a professional note, there's no way on God's green earth Potter was saying no.
Bro, exactly. And then, but what kind of negotiation is that, bro? A man that's on 2 mil, you like, how did that negotiation go? Like, he must have just said, yeah, I'll give you 12 mil.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what? I would even go for, I think he probably even threw in 10, and then Potter's agent was like, 10? Might as well ask for 12. He says,
this guy's wild.
Let's just see what he says.
Bro, the definition of just throwing money at it. Definition. Absolutely embarrassing.
That is crazy. I never realized that at all. I never realized that at all. Honestly.
I'm trying to
12 million for a manager that's never won anything.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, and a manager that's never managed a top level club, like an elite level club as well. like Chelsea is. Let's not forget a couple of years ago they won the Champions League. You know, they're a big team. They're a big team, and it's a big horse to manage in the Premier League. And as you said before, Kada, you know, these things are highlighted. And when you go this amount of games, what is it? 1 win in 8 games, not one win in since the turn of the year.
Yeah,
since the turn of the year, I mean that's not good enough. The Southampton manager had a better win rate at this moment than had the old Southampton manager. You know, the one they had for 96 days. I can't even remember the name at the moment. But yeah, he had a job for 96 days, and even he's got a better win rate than Potter at the moment. So I mean, it just goes to show you need to. I don't see. For me though. What can Chelsea do right now? Honestly, what can Chelsea do? They're gonna have to stick with it.
Sorry, I'm still reeling about the money. Graham Potter is earning more than Brendan Rodgers, Eric Ten Hag, and Mikel Arteta, and almost as much as Conte.
There you go.
So you're bluffing. Chelsea deserve everything they get. They get everything they get. They deserve everything they get. Nah, they deserve.
The way they got rid of Tuchel, who most of the fans didn't want him to get sacked anyway.
Yeah,
at that point, it's now a matter of pride because they're in a situation where really and truly this guy has to go. I know the whole idea was, this season is a slight bit of a write-off, but bro, you can't honestly let this carry on, bro.
No, you can't just allow Chelsea to just sit there in mid-table obscurity and just go, this is okay because we're writing off this season. You can't allow that, honestly. It's not acceptable for a club like Chelsea.
They're in 10th and they're on the way down. They're in 10th. So what? You're gonna
how many points
this experiment and then wait until they're bottom half of the table?
How many points did they got?
They're 10th with 31, and then Aston Villa are 11th with 28.
Well, with their form right now, them man are looking at 40 points as their next target.
Jesus.
You have to, innit? If you're like not if let's remove the name that is Chelsea and let's just look at it as the results that we've seen.
Yeah.
If that was just any other team, let's just say that was Palace, for example, with that form on 29 points. Yeah. Palace fans would be saying, okay, let's get to 40 points. And then we'll see what happens after that.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Bro, it's embarrassing. But anyway,
Justin
Woodhouse.
This comment as well, you
know. What's happening, Sean?
What's happening?
What are we saying?
Yeah.
I say we out here.
Yeah.
we're just on a bit of Potter bashing at the moment, Sean. You got anything?
I kind of gathered that.
you got anything to add on there, Sean? With Potter and how's it going at Chelsea at the moment?
Let me tell you something. I don't really care. They drop points. The further they get away from Liverpool, I don't care, bro. Carry on, Potter, you doing a good job.
Insightful analysis as ever. Where
it doesn't concern Liverpool, so I'm good.
I said, ban them, man. They can hold that. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, but to be honest, they're getting what they deserve, innit? They're getting what they deserve. Yeah, but listen, they had two. What's his name? Tuchel. They got rid of him. They thought Potter was the way to go. It's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good. And how much money have you spent? And it's still not looking good. What did you lose to? Southampton.
Bottom team at home.
The bottom team, and one of your players ain't even calculating to the amount they've spent the whole season. You understand? How much did you spend on that? What's his name? The Argentinian? No.
Let's go higher.
Yes,
Let's go higher.
Yes.
Yeah, 109 or something? 109, 106.
Yeah, 105, 109, something along those lines.
That's not even equivalating to what they've spent the whole season. And it's not looking good, bro.
He ain't the guy, bro. Not for this level. And the funny thing is the pride, like this is what I was saying, the pride is what's going to kill the owner now, because how do you sack him right now? The pride is just too much. Do you know what I mean? You sack Tuchel against the fans' will, and brought this guy and said, "Yeah, this is who we're believing in," and the guy is embarrassing you.
To be honest, it was a big jump though to ask him to come from Brighton. Yeah, not to say he done a good job at Brighton, but you see some of these managers when they're managing these smaller clubs, they do exceptionally well. You come to the big clubs, nah, mate, because you see that man there that you was telling you need to do this and that. This man now is telling you, me, do that. Are you crazy? You know who I am. You'll get sacked before I get sold, mate.
Chelsea, one of the most toxic clubs as well with managers, and you bring in a soft Donny like Graham Potter. It don't make no sense to me. I'm telling you, it doesn't make sense to me. But then let's go in the land of, let's say it comes out tomorrow, Potter sacked. What's actually a decent candidate right now? We'll take Tuchel out of it. But you can't come, bro. If you offered my man 12 mil, when he was on 2 mil at Brighton, what are you gonna have to offer Tuchel for him to come back?
35.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? I might jump on the other side. I don't think it'll take a lot to get Tuchel to come back. I don't think it will. I think he'll look at the team and probably go.
To be honest,
it would depend how proud of a man Tuchel is.
Yeah, honestly. You are a side man. You are a side man for saying that, bro.
Depend how proud.
You've got no pride as a man because listen, if a man sacked me, you think I'm walking back just because they tell me to come back? You're mad. Nah. Bro, you need to more than double that. Now the price has gone well through the roof.
What did you pay for
yesterday's price? Exactly. Tell them again.
Yeah, there's no way he just comes running back. And the thing is, Bowley as well. Come on, man. That is a prideful don. You don't strike me as a guy that, you know, wants to now go back to someone you sacked not even a year ago.
For me now, there's only one clear solution for Chelsea to not get rid of Potter before the end of the season, and that's if they win the Champions League. It's the only way. It's the only way. I know you're making that face. I don't believe they are going to win the Champions League. Let me get that straight. But that's the only way. Listen, if they go out against Dortmund, what's their season? It's done. Their season's finished. It's over. It's over. They're not going to get top four. They're not going to qualify for any other European football. So if they don't win the Champions League, this season's a write-off. They might as well not play anymore.
Let's just be honest. The season's a write. They're not winning the Champions League.
It's knockout football. It's knockout football. It's knockout football.
No. Whether it's knockout football, they ain't knocking out. They are not getting past. If they get past
Roberto Di Matteo won the Champions League with Chelsea, I would just
they were down against Napoli as well that time. Di Matteo, they were looking kind of smelly as well that season.
Exactly. So
boy, when it comes to Champions League, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm not saying anything, boy.
That's why it's not beyond the realm.
I'm saying it. I don't care. I'm saying it.
That's the only way Chelsea stay facing this season, though, is winning the Champions League. Like I said, I'm not saying that they will. It's the only way their season isn't a complete write.
All right, cool. I can
get to the final. I reckon if it gets to the final, it'll be a bit harsh in this.
That's a bit mad though. I don't see it though.
John's not having none of this.
I don't see it. You know what? You see the way they play, and the way you watch them, bruv. You don't know what's going on, bruv. I don't think they know what's going on.
Honestly, I don't know how you spend 600 million quid and you've got Mason Mount up front. I don't understand that one bit. How do you work that out? How has that happened in any way, shape, or form? Listen, I don't know what it would cost, but you gotta bring Lukaku back or something, mate. He's still on loan. You gotta bring him back. You gotta have another striker there. Surely, what's going on? What is going on?
I didn't watch the game fully, so I'm still a bit flabbergasted that you guys are telling me that Mason Mount was up front, and yet my man Felix was on the pitch. So
Fano was doing number 10.
Yeah,
Felix was on the pitch.
So Felix was doing number 10.
Yeah, Felix was number 10. Fofana was out wide. I mean, it's a madness.
I mean, speaking of out wide, yeah, Mudryk had one of the worst appearances you ever see in the Premier League. I think he lost the ball a record 20 times. Yes, a record 20 times, and he didn't. I don't think he even started. I'm sure he came on.
He wasn't starting.
Was he starting or was he substitute?
No.
He didn't start. He didn't start.
He came on, innit? Yeah. When you look at
he came on the 64th minute. So to lose 20 times,
this is what I'm saying. Yeah. And this year, let's really dissect this here because I love foolishness. Yeah, let's be real. Yeah, okay. We've already started with them overspending on Potter. Man was on 2 mil at Brighton. Now he's on 12 mil. Silly. You're spending 88 million pounds, yeah, sterling, British pounds, not naira, yeah, or Zimbabwe dollar, British pounds, bro, yeah, on a guy that's played 30 games in the Ukrainian league. Yeah, and then I heard some fans say, "Oh, he got a standing ovation at the Bernabeu." No, he didn't, bro. I was watching that game. He did not, fam. He was okay. They lost anyway. What are we talking about? The most overhyped youth, yeah, ever, blood. I watch him. I'm like, you know what? He's decent, but bro, he's nothing more than what I've seen from any average Premier League okay winger, blood.
Sorry to interrupt you. I have to share this comment because this is hilarious. Chelsea's gameplay reminds me of bar fights during the Wild Wild West days. Utter chaos.
He absolutely is, though, bro.
Crazy.
And the maddest thing is, imagine your what's his name, that Malo Gusto brother and Nkunku, who are meant to come into this circus. They must be looking at that. All right, can we cancel this thing?
Yeah. Especially
Nkunku, you're playing Champions League football, and now you're coming to do not even Conference League. You're just going to be chilling, bro. And this is someone that was linked to bare clubs in Europe.
No, he picked wrong. He will learn himself.
This is what I'm saying.
Are we just we reviewed him for about 25 minutes? So I'm just gonna assume he's getting the L of the
week. Yeah, of course. Absolutely, bro. You lost to Southampton at home. Worse than that, bro.
Let me start reeling off these sound effects.
You are an epic fail.
Not loud enough, is it?
Yeah, it's definitely not loud enough, mate.
That's right. No vim, but like,
don't worry.
You are one pathetic loser. You disgust me.
And just one for the road.
What would you say you do here?
With his tactics, obviously.
I don't think there is no tactics, bro.
I don't think there is. I think it's vibes, bro.
I think you know what, you're 100% right.
As a man that's watched Vibe for 3 years, I can tell you what I've watched with Chelsea is not vibes.
Nah, but you know what? I think it is vibes. It's like, go out there, try your luck. If it don't work, I'll throw on more wingers and whoever else I can throw on. That's all it is. There ain't nothing else to it, bro. Because he don't know what is going on.
Well, summertime they can throw money at the problem again, innit?
Boy.
Yeah.
But you know what? They've got quite a few smelly players. What's his name? The left back, Cucurella.
God damn.
Oh. Been dropped from Chigwa already, so yeah, he's not.
Koulibaly they spent big money on, and already he's a sideman to some Frenchie.
Yeah.
That they bought for like half the money or whatever.
Hold on. Sterling's on the bench.
He came on and done well.
He missed the sitter though.
Yeah,
he missed
two of Chelsea's best chances at the game, to be fair.
Yeah, but to be honest, nothing was happening before he come on, innit? You see them opportunities that he had is because he started to make them and he got the ball back.
If he Sterling, he was playing under Pep, and you come and see this guy before Potter, but you must be looking at him like, this guy's a side man. Like, what is this? That's what we're looking at him like, right, we got better coaches over there than this guy.
The under-18s managers got more of a clue.
It's embarrassing, bro. Yeah, that is embarrassing. Anyway, boys, let's swiftly move on, boy. What are we saying, man? Let's move to the top of the table. Arsenal. I'm gonna start with Abbas.
What? Nah.
I'm starting with you, bro. As a chief hater, I'll start with you. Yeah, you was expecting a L in it. You know what I mean?
Wait, you know what? I have to. Oh my god, I'm so the thing. I know Aston Villa were gonna concede goals, right? And I'm not gonna lie. At 2-1, so early in the half, I thought, you're not gonna hold this, are you? You're really not gonna hold this. But there's a part of me that was thinking, no, maybe you can do it. Maybe you could do it. Come on, man. Make them lose. Let's make this thing more interesting. Well, how many goals did they score in the end? Like 2 goals in the last 5 minutes? Bruv. I was watching that game on the sidelines of another game. I was watching on the sidelines. And I was watching that on my phone. And just looking at it going, after a while, I could see Arsenal were going to win. I could see Arsenal were going to win. I hate every part of it.
The pain.
I hate every part of it, but I saw Arsenal were going to win. I saw it. Yeah, man.
That's what you're saying. The capitulate after the Man City game. I swear you said that they are done. Good evening. He's going to do them.
No, I said I thought Villa was going to do them, and then maybe they start collapsing from there, right? And it did look like that way in the first half. That was right on point in the first half. But the moment I saw the equalizer, I said, "Yeah, cool, Arsenal."
What equalizer though? Where that volley?
Banging goal.
I'm not even talking about Saka. Saka's one was quality. Saka's one was quality. It was Zinchenko's one
on fire at the moment. Saka's on fire at the moment, honestly.
Yeah, Zinchenko's one from the corner. I saw that. I saw his reaction to that. I don't know who he was swearing at the halfway line.
You know what? Yeah, no. You didn't touch on that reaction. That reaction showed me everything I need to know. Yeah, Zinchenko is a multiple Premier League winner. Yeah? Do you notice that was an equalizer? Man, they were celebrating. Saka equalized and ran to the flag, yeah, and done the whole holding the flag on reading on the equalizer 1-1, and the other players are running towards him. Yeah, Zinchenko equalized. What did he do? He ran straight back to the halfway line, and
it looked like he was pushing players off him as well. They were trying to celebrate. Like, we need to win this game.
Exactly. But that showed me, do you know what I mean? That there's
elite mentality.
Difference in mentality. Do you get what I mean? Difference in mentality. But the man was just happy to draw and that. No. He's in there for the dub. But after the performance was decent actually from Arsenal, obviously, especially going 1-0 down away from home after losing. I did say when we done our post-game thing on Thursday, I did say I'm not selling my Arsenal stocks yet, even though they lost to Man City. I ain't selling them yet.
Well, you can keep them now because they didn't lose, innit? That's you.
No, but what did I say? What did I say? I said
if they lose this one, I'm selling them.
If they lost this game or even drew this game, I was selling the stocks. I was selling the stocks. Do you know what I mean? But this game for me, because do you know what it is? Yeah, we'll get onto them man later. But I just don't believe in Man City. I'm sorry, I don't believe in them.
Well,
I'm not a believer.
They proved your point.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not a believer. But anyway, back to this game, man. I mean, the goal from. Do you know what's funny about Arsenal right now? Jorginho, he surprised me, because I thought he was going to go there and just be the typical ex-Chelsea player that goes to Arsenal and just do foolishness. But 2 back-to-back very good games, and the person in midfield that's been letting them down is Xhaka.
Yes. Yep.
Surprising.
You know what I mean? The way I look at it right now, it's like, when Partey comes back, you might have to drop Xhaka, blood, and play Jorginho and, you know what I mean, and Partey and Odegaard or something, because Xhaka don't deserve to be playing right now, bro. He
missed a hell of a chance, Odegaard, blimey. Lucky that didn't come back to bite him, because that was a sitter. He still played well. He still played well after that, to be fair. But yeah,
but let me continue my Odegaard agenda. Yeah,
go for it.
look when he plays well. What was that miss? That miss was to equalize, isn't it? Missed. After they equalized, did he not start playing well? That's when he put pressure on it. That's when he put Nketiah through. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's when he had a few nice touches. What I always say about this youth, bruv, fair weather player. But everything is going nice. It's so good, yeah. But when you're down and the team needs you, he's nowhere to be seen, brother. But anyway, that's my agenda in here.
The armband is heavy. I'm gonna slightly defend him. The armband is heavy, man. They need to take it off him. That's maybe that'll make him relaxed and perform better.
They ain't won the league in almost 20 years, man. That armband is light now, man.
Wow.
Blimey.
Come on, I'm backing Arsenal, but let's not overstate the thing, But I mean, their target this season, they would have bitten your hand off if you told them top 4.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
If you guaranteed them top 4, 100%.
Yeah, man. So I don't hear about no armband heavy, man. Nah.
Especially like the bottling of last season with the Champions League 4th place and everything like that. They definitely would have taken top 4 at the start of the season. So to see that they're up there and probably favourites at the moment, I made them to win it. But there's still a lot of football to play. There's still a lot of points to be had. You got Abbas there in the top corner. They're sneaking up there. Man City you can never count out. whether or not you believe in the.
Sometimes you can't count in because they're getting on, but they're going on everyone's nerves right now, man.
But where do you stand on Martinez? Come on, let's get to that. Where do you stand on Martinez going up there for the corner?
Okay, listen, right? I'm dying, right? When the manager breaks it down in such a nice way, goes, the chances of him scoring is like 1 out of 400. The chances of him scoring is like 1 out of 20. I have never sent a goalkeeper on the 90th minute.
And you know what? Yeah, he even said at the end of that. He even said like he knows. I said he knows not to do that again. Yo, man said, big man, don't let your World Cup gas you, innit?
You know that interview, right? He couldn't help himself from telling the world that I knew this team was going to fold under pressure. He couldn't help himself. The woman's like, oh, so what do you think happened? Well, I kind of knew it was going to happen. That's wrong. Like, you were winning 2-1. Why are you throwing them under the bus so quickly? No. I knew it was going to happen because of the way we were playing, and then they changed it. And I have never sent a goalkeeper.
He was passionate about that. Passionate.
You see the bit where Martinelli was celebrating before he kicked it in? That was jokes.
Yeah.
That was absolutely jokes.
Yeah, wherever that useless guy is that talks.
Gabby Abongo. I know exactly what you're talking about. I heard it this morning as well. He was
saying that he thought
disgraced.
he was disrespectful because the team's been carrying him for the last couple of games. Yeah. I have to say, he's definitely a clickbait master, you know.
No, but you see, I wanted something a bit more special for Martinelli. How many times in a professional football career do you get the chance to, like, I don't know, stop the ball on the line and header it in or something like that? You know, you could have done anything. There's this little,
you know,
and then thought to himself, I better score now.
You saw him panic. He panicked.
Yeah.
He did that.
I'll be honest. If I was a professional footballer and you done that, I'd drop kick you and all that.
Thank God you're not a professional football player, then, isn't it?
Telling you.
Get done for assault.
I'll take the ban, you know.
I said I'll hold
and the fine. Yeah, I'll hold the ban and the fine.
Pepe Regen over here, down here, you know. Kicking players.
I just wanted to see something a bit more special for Martinelli. You know, a little back heel or something like
That's
that.
what I've done, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If that was me in that position, I'm stopping on the line and back heeling it in, bro.
But you know what? But imagine the embarrassment if you miss it, though.
That's it, man.
But like Abba said, he did panic because he done this little celebration and he put his hand out. And then even if you looked at the way he kicked the ball, it was pure panic. But I was like, listen,
yeah.
Yeah, but remember, Ross Barkley done this before, innit?
Yes.
Yeah. That's true.
It was a return of the favor or whatever. But nah. Yeah, I mean, listen. Arsenal are doing well. They're keeping this ridiculous fight up. I don't know when they're gonna, the fire's gonna dwell down, or maybe it's not. Maybe we just have to accept
the fire kind of dwell down in the last 4 games. You know what I mean? What, 2 losses?
No. We need more. We need more.
No, but you're just being greedy, though, isn't it? You know
but the thing is, they got a hard run of fixtures coming.
But they needed this.
Hard run of fixtures coming.
They needed this. This win is very important because, like I said, boy, if they didn't win this game, mentality is in the mud. Belief is gone. This kind of reignited them.
They're definitely winning the next game without even a problem. Sorry.
Who they got?
Leicester.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Just come on, man. There's the 3 points, bro.
Yeah. No,
3 points.
No, anyway, but Nketiah, what were you saying?
We said it last time, Kuda. He's not it, mate. He's not it.
I don't even know how he stayed on the pitch. I thought he should have been the one taken off for Martinelli. Still, I would have taken him off, not Trossard. Do you know what I mean? And then just let the man there swap because he's doing nothing up there. He's just a hindrance, blood. Yeah, chance he missed as well. Oh, bro.
But the thing is, Martinelli doesn't score enough goals, man. I mean,
but he's a busybody.
Yeah, but having a busybody and having someone that scores more goals than the next man, what are you gonna pick? I'd rather have the man.
The man ain't even scoring.
Yeah, but to be honest, he scored more goals than Martinelli, though, hasn't he? But one second.
Yeah,
What wins you games?
No, listen, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I was doing a man. If you score a goal, you win. What is this nonsense, bro? I can't hear this, bro. About he scores goals, bro. Get him out of the team. Like, he's useless. Other people pick
Brother,
up. Like,
listen, I agree with you. In normal circumstances, I would always pick the goal scorer first. But when the goal scorer is having the run of form he's having, and he's looking smelly as he is, it's now time to drop him and try and give a run.
Yeah, but drop him for who? Drop him for
any one of the 4 people that scored right now. Because Trossard, put Martinelli up front, and I think they'll have a little bit more fun.
We're Arsenal better, but we're Arsenal better when Jesus was playing, because Jesus wasn't scoring as much as Martin as Nketiah.
But it was way better.
Exactly. They're much better. Arsenal. I said Arsenal were much better with Jesus.
You know what? Playing. And as you said that, Kuda, as you said that, there you go. There's the comment to agree.
Yeah, but he don't even score as much as Nketiah.
But the thing is, that's a given. But,
nah, bro. This is not coming from you, bro. You, the man that had Firmino. This is the madness of Liverpool fans, you know. You had Bobby Firmino as your striker, yeah, and you telling me you can't see the value in a striker that don't score better goals. Nah,
no,
bro.
But what I'm saying is, who do you drop Nketiah for right now? Jesus is injured. Who do you drop it for?
I drop it for Martinelli. I drop it for Martinelli or
Trossard on the left.
Yes, absolutely. And Trossard can play along the line anyway. Absolutely, bro.
Okay.
Bro.
Hey, I don't even bring up Bobby because Bobby's a different breed, you know.
No, he's not different.
Bro.
Bring up Bobby again.
I was waiting to jump on that as well.
Why did you play Origi then? Why did you play Origi instead of this? Because he scores more
treason
goals.
What you just stand there, you know.
Nah, bro. No, I'm using your own logic.
Hey, Kuda, ask that question again, please.
Bro, I'm using your own logic against you, yeah? Origi scored more goals per minute than Bobby, but why didn't you play him then? He wins you games.
Is he having a laugh?
What'd you say? Origi's what?
I said Origi scores more goals per minute than Firmino. Why didn't you play him instead?
Because of the system that we was working.
The Arsenal system requires a man that can do more than just being a number 9 that's smelling up the joint in the box, bro. Do you know what I mean?
But as I said, who do you drop him for, innit?
Martinelli, as Brandon was saying, bro.
Free Martinelli being picked in.
That's a gooner.
I don't see it still. But
he's a gooner himself.
I don't see it though.
I'm not the big Martinelli fan either. I have to.
I'm not a big Martinelli fan, but I'd rather play him than Nketiah. But
I definitely would drop Eddie for like a game or two. Just put someone else up there. It looks like he needs to just like come out of the spotlight for a second and then go again, because a bit too many runner games maybe. It's not doing good. It's not doing him any good, Eddie.
But you think Arteta doesn't see that though?
Bro, Arteta is in love with Nketiah. Remember when he was playing him last season when he was smelling up the joint, bro? The Arsenal fans were complaining. That's like Vieira and Ayub. Like managers always have that one bonding. Nah, bro. Even I remember when he signed a new deal, bro. Arsenal fans were vexed.
It's true.
Arsenal fans are vexed, bro. Do you know what I mean?
And he took the 14 shirt as well. They were not happy with that at all.
You know what I mean? The knee slide shirt, disrespectful.
The knee slide.
Like that's disrespectful. But yeah, I actually agree with Nathan as well, bro. That Xhaka is a big problem right now, but his form is smelly, bro. They need Partey to come back and get Xhaka the hell out of here, but he needs to hold bench for a bit. But the problem for them is the options are not good, bro. Because you ain't gonna play that Vieira boy ahead of Xhaka. You just know.
I'm disappointed with him, to be honest. That Vieira. He's not making an impact. He doesn't seem like he's making much of an impact at all with the style of play or anything. No, it doesn't look effective at all. Vieira, the guy they got for, I think it was Porto, but boy, I don't think he's anything.
He hasn't exactly lit the league up, has he? Since he's
imagine, and look at the way where Arsenal are. Like they're the top team of the league, and you play, and you just meh.
Man, I'm saying Rico Balogun, boy, I know he's the top scorer in the French league. I don't know if he is anymore, but I know he was a top scorer in the French league. But boy, you're the same man that signed Pepe, boy. I would kind of simmer them bringing back talks. I'm not saying he's Pepe, but boy, do you know what I mean?
Nah, you got to trust the loan system in that, man. Look at their centre back Saliba. You know, you just got to leave him out on loan for that amount of time.
Or he comes back and it's not like the new savior, because that's the problem sometimes. Someone goes on loan, does well, and people expect him to come back and walk into the team and be, you know what I mean? This is the savior and that, bro. It's like, you know, he's being patient with these man.
100%.
So what are we saying, boys? Are we still Arsenal to win the league here? Or is anyone else changing their mind?
You guys want Arsenal to win the league anyway. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I never said that. I'm not backtracking on my team.
I'm still Arsenal to win the league. I've not sold my stocks. They were on the ropes though on Saturday. They were absolutely on the ropes, the stocks, but yeah, I'm sticking to my guns. Way.
Do you know what? They bounced back where I thought they were going to capitulate. You know, not after the City loss, but you see, at this point of the season, I'd have thought they would have been tumbling by now. I didn't think they'd be in the position so they're doing well. I'll take my hats off to them.
But are they going to win the league, Sean?
Boy, I don't know, because City, listen, City's a different animal. I mean,
that's
City
why I say
they're not 100% and they're unpredictable, but City, if anybody can do it, turn on a run of games, it's going to be City, innit? Trust me.
Yeah. Witnessed it firsthand. Is
this more hope? Sure. Is this more hope or actual? This is what you think.
I mean, there's a lot of games left.
I know as a United fan, you don't want to see
a lot of points up for
Sean. Definitely don't want to see the Arsenal win. I don't know West Ham. West Ham don't end up beef with Arsenal, did they? No.
Out of the two, I would say I'd prefer Arsenal to win it, just to liven up the league a little bit. Boring Man City winning it, innit?
So, you got your own problems at the bottom of the table, brother.
God damn!
Wow!
Wow!
That's uncalled for. That's just uncalled for.
We ain't even got to your game yet, you know, man. Already, boy. I'm gonna pitchforks out, boy. You might have to dip before that.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm on a time stream here, man. I'm on a time limit here.
Yeah, man. You know them
we got Obi saying there, Man United to win the league.
Yeah, he's taking a mic. I'm not interested in these.
Yeah, but to be honest, you're not far off. I don't think you're gonna do it, but you're not far off though. Mathematically, you can still get in there, innit?
No, I don't see it
responsibility in it. That's what it is. They don't want a responsibility of.
Look at him, you know, in his head, off stream, he'll be like,
of course we're gonna win the league. We're actually gonna win it. He makes them favourites.
I'll be honest here. My smile is, and I know it sounds real pathetic as a United fan. I've seen it. Yeah, you shut up, man. Shut up. Right, but. It's for me. It's nice to sometimes be mentioned within the title race conversation in Ten Hag's first season. That's all it is for me, right? That's how good I think it's. Huh?
How much points are you off them?
They have a game in hand, but it is 5 points. So they win the game in hand. It's 8.
Because remember, you still got to play them again. City's got to play them again. Liverpool, Chelsea.
Oh no, we don't have to play them. We
played them twice already.
Yeah. We won one. They won one. So
yeah, but they still got big. Look,
they got big games.
There's loads of twists and turns in it. This is not over. Nah.
My thing is,
big games as well. I don't know why is it just Arsenal that got big games?
But what I'm saying is there's loads of twists and turns. I'm not saying it's not gonna go against Arsenal. You understand? It could take a load of twists and turns in the season. You never know. Man United could then go above City. You don't know what's gonna happen.
I'll make a final statement on this after 30 games.
Bro, I don't want to hear your opinion on
that. Do you see why I said that? He's pathetic. Look what doing after 30 games.
I said after 30 games, bro. Like, you might as well give us your opinion, like on the last game of the season, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
37 games in, lads. I'm gonna stick my colours to the mast. You know, really put my neck on the
line.
Who is most likely to drop points? Oh, come on, man.
Who's most likely to drop points? Arsenal, Man U, or Man City with Rashford? I think with Rashford thing, you've actually undone your point there, because with Rashford for me, that's actually a problem, because that tells me that if Rashford don't do nothing in the game, that attack is Rashford and Inshallah right now. Let's be real, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's a lot of Rashford. Maybe not Rashford and Inshallah, but
Rashford and Inshallah, bro. Even the last game, yeah. The important goal is the first goal that you score, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's scoring the important goals. You ain't scoring the third goal, or the fourth, or some consolation. He's scoring the tie-breaking games, bro. You know what I mean? And when he hasn't, it's been peak. You got a couple of silly draws, you know what I mean? Palace.
Yeah. But no, he's vital for us. That's why I don't. The fact that we are ever reliant on one man and it doesn't spell well for me. It's not team collective. So that's why I don't put them in the title run at this precise moment. I always think we're just one draw or one injury away from being out completely, and we're already 5 points behind.
Before we go to you, man, let's briefly touch on Man City with that foolish draw against Nottingham Forest. Which I predicted, by the way.
Yeah, you did.
I did actually predict that. Yo, them man, they will go and draw, bro. I don't believe in them. You know what I mean? But
those are the same words you said as well.
I did say that, bro. I don't believe in them. I don't believe in this team. Honestly, I don't believe in this team. I don't watch them and think this is the same team that can just go on 10 wins. You know what I mean? Like the team that was chasing Liverpool. It's not the same Man City. For me, it's not the same Man City. You know what I mean? But anyway. This game though, if I'll be real, it should have been like 7-1. I mean, honestly,
too many chances.
Like, if Nick Pope didn't do what he did here, Foden and Haaland should be sharing the L of the week, boy, because they cost their team 2 points there. Them chances they missed, shocking.
The Port had a sitter missed as well. He was right there as well, wasn't it?
But this is what I don't like about these band, bruv. Sometimes they approach these games like, we're Man City. We just, it's going to come. You know what I mean? Relax the urgency.
And then they got done by like a whole team passing goal from Nottingham Forest as well. Which, by the way, I don't think the media are covering enough.
We're covering them, innit?
I don't have the views right now to go, hey, he passed to this man and that man.
To the thing, you just
this guy wants to do this. Guy wants to do Gary Neville, you know. You've got your little board out here. You're screaming. All the lines and
that. What was it? I can't remember. I think I might have it wrong. I think everyone touched the ball before they scored. Nottingham Forest. I believe that's what it was. I can't remember 100%, but it was ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
How many shots did they even have in that goal? Not in the Forest.
Yeah, and it was the only shot they had on target. Yes.
One shot on target, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying about Man City, bro.
Clinical.
This is what I'm saying about Man City, man. They just have these funny little games where they'll drop points where you think, like, you know what I mean? It might not look like they got big games, but sometimes it's silly teams, especially this season, where
I think they had 71% possession as well in the game. It's just crazy.
Like I said, it should have been like 7-1.
73, yeah, you're right. Yeah. 73, 23 shots taken, 6 on target. So they weren't very clinical, obviously.
Haaland, he took on the sitter, still rising. It's still in orbit. It's with Harry Kane's penalty, honestly.
It's Harry Kane's penalty.
Yeah, it's mad. But yeah, man, Mr. 10-10. What are you saying?
The time you've been waiting for.
Against Leicester, what are you saying?
Okay, listen. Let me be honest here. Ten Hag was 100% right. That first half was rubbish, right? On top of that, David De Gea made 2 saves, 2 absolute worldy saves that even put us in a position where we could even win the game, right? And then straight off the bat, Rashford, who I think he hadn't touched the ball for 11 minutes. And then Bruno, outside the boot, flicked it up. Rashford ran onto it. I thought he was going to pass it across for Garnacho, but he smashed it into the corner. And then from that goal, the game changed. It's a good win. It's a win that we needed. Good clean sheet. I think David De Gea has now got 180 clean sheets, which is a club record, equalized with Schmeichel. So well done to him. Congrats to him. And yeah, man, it was a good victory.
Say Man U TV, blood. We don't want to hear about your.
What I'm going to say.
You must give us Prem records, cuz.
And then I think, okay, so then let's talk about some negatives, right? I don't know what United fans are watching that I'm not watching when it comes to Weghorst, because he needs to be removed from a number 10, in my opinion, right? He's 6'6". Belly wins the ball in the air. His touch is good for a big man, but doesn't mean his touch is good, right?
What?
What do you mean? What do you mean, Virgos? Ain't that Totti blood, number 10 in that?
What are you watching? What are you watching?
Man, like Totti, you know?
Nah, man. Nah, look, it's the only real negative I'm going to talk about in this game, to be honest.
Man. You know what's funny, yeah? He is actually the real defensive striker. Remember when he used to hear the defensive striker? I saw him do more tackles than anything resembling a number 10 or 9.
Honestly,
and them man are trying to feed him the ball as well for him to score, and he was just embarrassing. One of them just dropped to the ground. He was just like, "Oh, come on!"
Yeah, he just laid back. He missed the 1-on-1. He just laid back and goes, "Right, am I going to have to buy a goal?" Like, nah, man, he's annoying me. But I have to say it. The positive straight afterwards is seeing Sancho come on the pitch, bro. What? Looking silky and stuff. And I really enjoyed, and it was funny as well because him and Wan-Bissaka around the 70th minute were just doing this one-touch football on the right wing, right? The crowds are going, higher for it. And then the moment they passed it to Bruno lost it. And I was just like, Bruno, man, can you keep it going? But yeah, I'm happy with the win. Like I said, keep putting pressure on the guys in the top 2, Man City and obviously Arsenal. I can't complain, man. Happy days.
So,
10-10.
Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Mr. Negativity.
No. Because earlier, a few minutes ago, you said, I don't want to hear it. We ain't in a title race. Now you're saying putting pressure on Arsenal.
Yeah, just
keep
keep
putting pressure on Arsenal, then does not mean that you're in the race then.
No, just keep up.
Putting pressure on them.
Just keep up. It's not.
What are you being so humble for? Why are you being so humble for?
Just keep up. It's not a title race, bro.
Come on.
So what are you keeping up with them?
Who are you keeping pressure on then? Go on.
Because we want to be close. We want to be close to the top. We want to have a good season. Because it's a good season.
Man United Hotspur just putting pressure on. Come on now, man. You can't be having that, bro. You can't be having that. You got to be going in. This is Man United.
No. It's too early for that, bro. What? No. Managers first
season.
You're
in it. You got to be
good,
in it.
But I don't think we're in it. I'm good.
You're only 5 points behind the lead with what 12 games to play. Of course, you're in the title race. There's no point in this fake humbleness. No one ain't buying it, mate. No one ain't buying it. Because let me tell you right now, if you were sitting here on a podcast full of Man United fans, you would all be gassing yourselves up saying, yes, we're in this race. But the fact that you got 3 people that are not Man United fans in this podcast, you're like, nah, boys, we're not in the race, man. Don't worry, man. Pressure on, man. Nah, I'm not having it because it's fake humble.
You're speaking absolute facts here, because even some of the fans online, I hear them, what 1 game at a time. We're not in the title.
It's annoying because I was literally about to say that as well.
One game at a time. But deep down here, because you know what told me these man believed in title was, remember the week before they played Arsenal and they had Crystal Palace midweek and then they had Arsenal. Yeah. Even then they were saying 1 game at a time. We're not in the title race. But the disappointment when Casemiro got suspended for the Arsenal game, and when Olise equalized, was not a disappointment of a team that just thought, we're just top 4, we're minding our business. That was a disappointment of a team that was doing calculations in their head, like, see, that means we're gonna be 3 points behind.
Right, all right, hold on.
Deep down inside, you're believers.
No. To come back to that point,
you're dreaming of the quadruple, innit?
No. To come back to that point,
It's on.
No. To come back to that point, when at that point we were so much closer to Arsenal, and it was literally 1 win against Crystal Palace and then beat Arsenal and then 2 points behind them or something silly like that.
Get that OB comment up there, baby.
At that point,
come on, now don't be scared, bro. Say it with chest.
No. The situation's changed, boy.
Say it with chest.
The situation has changed, isn't it? At that point, we could have finished that week 2 points behind Arsenal. I was ready to say title race, right? I think I even said it the week before. I said, bro, if we beat Arsenal and we're 3 points behind them or 4 points behind, it's a title race, right?
We're not there now. Don't try and rewrite history, bro. Don't try and rewrite history, bro.
You know what?
I remember you at that time, bro. You was like, nah. We're moving in silence. One game at a time. You lot are trying to pretend. You're trying. See, Man United fans trying to do the sneaky thing of just like, don't watch us, don't watch us. And then if they somehow do it, yo, Ten Hag, first season, pure chest. Nah, bro.
Nah, you know what? The only reason why he's not saying it now is because this will get played back to him. You understand? That's the only reason why he's not saying it now. If it was off the air, he'd be pure gas. You need a gas mask to talk to him, bruv.
Abbas is actually a reflection of most 90% of United fans right now. They are all pretending like they're not in the title race. All of them. Because they don't want the pressure.
You take Man United out of it. You take Man United out of it. Yeah? Forget the name Manchester United. You just put it in footballing terms. There's a team 5 points behind with 12 games to go, and you're saying you can't catch them.
Nonsense. If that was Liverpool in that position, man would be saying it's a 3-horse race.
Nah, it's not a 3-horse race, man.
If you fake humble back out of it. It don't suit you, bro. It doesn't suit you. You know, the fake humble don't suit you.
That smug smile on your face says something different.
The fake humble don't suit you, man.
I know. I don't think we're there quite yet. Me personally, I need. Here's the thing. I'll be honest. So let me put my hands up, and you can guys quote me on this. Yeah, I need Arsenal to play that game in hand, and I need to see where we are on points. If we're still 5 points behind us, 5 points. Yeah, 5 points behind them, and Arsenal have played.
You know the points, man. Don't try and pretend like you. You've been doing the maths, bro. We've been calculating before. If they lose this one, and then you know that table by heart, bro. Man, try to say, 5 points. Nah, fam. We see you, bro.
As I said, who's Arsenal's game in hand, Abbas? Who's Arsenal's game in hand?
I don't even know. Let me check.
Is it?
Let me check.
Is it Leicester?
No, Leicester's normal proceeding, I think. Oh, because I think they would have to play it. No. I actually don't even know.
I thought it was Leicester. Nathan, you're an Arsenal fan. You're in the chat. You know.
Nathan, Obi, what's your game in hand technically? Because I'm going through and I can't see a game where they're playing, but just because it has to be on their own, surely.
Anyway, boy, let's move on to something you cannot slither yourself out here and try and say you're not in it here.
Wow.
Next weekend. All right, the revenge game, yeah.
Everton. Oof.
The revenge game.
With Daishi at the moment as well.
They're getting battered, but they stink, blood. Them and they had one game. Like, they stink, blood. But yeah. What's it called? Sunday.
Cup final. The first cup of the quadruple.
Quadruple?
Hey, leave me out of that word, bro. That word is cursed, mate. That word is cursed.
Speaking of cursed, the keeper you're facing is going to be Loris Karius. You must win. If you lose this final, bro.
I mean, I say it's a good chance. We have a good chance of picking up a trophy.
Good chance? What? With Karius?
What? People change, you know? Karius is like, what, 8 years ago that he was rubbish? Come on, man.
Bro, he's like third choice keeper, fam, at Newcastle. Them hands are cold, bro.
It's not like he's stepped up since then or something. It's literally just gone like that since then.
Plummeted, fam.
We tried to get rid of him from that final from the day of the season. You know what? Klopp said he was going to keep him, and then he fumbled it again in pre-season, and that was it. That was a wrap for him. He was gone, never to be seen in a Liverpool jersey again, bro.
What a feeling sorry for him, like on a human level. Then he fumbled again. They're like, yo, you're gonna cost me titles, man. Get out.
Get out.
You gotta go, bro.
It's the door. See you later.
But you know what, Abbas? Before we go here on the Man United thing, red card or not, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, brother, he was very lucky. He was very lucky. I heard Gary Neville's explanation saying that he didn't go follow through or pull out and stuff. I've seen them giving. I'm surprised it wasn't given. every time I watched it, I was just like, that's usually given as a red.
Mate,
So I put my hand up.
studded knee high, mate. It's gotta be a red, man.
You know what? I think the player's reputation helped him, and yeah, I mean VAR has been shocking for the last 3 weeks in football. So what a surprise that they made another mistake.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'll definitely take it.
Absolutely. But yo, anyway,
Nathan thinks it wasn't a red, you know.
Nah, he's got to be winding us up, honestly.
Leg didn't even move. Right, okay.
Boy,
gotta be having a laugh.
Opinions.
I've seen them given. I've seen them given.
Let that be an Arsenal player. It's a red card. If that was an Arsenal, it's a red card.
Yeah, if that was on Saka, boy. Yo,
yeah.
Oof. Say your suspension
for the whole season.
You know that was. But yo, anyway, speaking of Karius, boy, let's move on to Newcastle, boy. Newcastle against Liverpool. Sean, the start of the revival.
Boy, I hope so.
Are you believing in this dawn, or is it a false dawn?
Is this not being humble now as well, please?
I'm not being humble. I'm the truth, bro.
Don't try it. Don't try it.
Yeah, don't try to do with me. You're mad. I know what my team's on, innit?
Because I didn't watch this game. I saw the highlights, so I won't say my piece yet. But what did you make of the game?
Boy, I'll be honest. You see, when I heard we was playing, well, I knew we was playing Newcastle. I was thinking, boy, I don't know which way this is gonna go, because you don't know what Liverpool's turning up on the day. But boy, they pulled it out, and yeah, mate, I'm just happy to get 3 points. We need to start climbing this table, because I'm not used to being this low down in the tables, bro.
I'm feeling dizzy, you know?
Yeah, it's giving me a headache being back down here, bro. It's been years since we've been in these positions. Man.
Yo, but we have to. No, let's not even start with that, boy. Noodles, yeah. I saw he scored. I was like, he scored. I wonder what this goal looks like. I was laughing when I saw it. Yeah? I was like, it's in the air. It's another volley. I was like, this guy, bro, 99 volleys, boy. I'm telling you, this guy should flick the ball up in the air every time. Because these volleys are nasty. You know what I mean? I don't know how you can strike the ball that well volley-wise, and then when it's on the ground, it's a different fucking story, blood. Yo. And there goes any monetization we'll ever have on this.
Dropped a big one as well. Love that. It's all right. Anyway, YouTube has changed anyway. First 30 seconds, and you're normally quite good, just as long as it's not rampant. You could probably get away with one.
But yeah. Anyway, I saw the volley. I thought, nah, mad. Then I saw Gapco scored. I was like, wow. What? So all the people that have been struggling are now scoring. Yeah, just before you man play us. Disgusting. Even that pass from Salah. Oh my lord.
Mad. But you know, it was even the pass from Trent to Nunes. Nearly make me call the man noodles as well. Yeah, it nearly dropped the clanger there, boy. Nearly called the man noodles, boy. Yeah, you know what? Even the young kid, I can't even pronounce his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I'm on about. Basic, whatever his name is. Yeah, he's looking good, boy. I don't want to see
good games from him now.
Yeah, he's looking solid, boy. I was thinking, boy.
He's meant to be a centre back, isn't it? But they've moved him to midfield or something.
Yeah, that's why.
If that's the case, wow. What
a transition, boy. I don't know what kind of centre back he would have been, boy. Ball playing. But he's quality on the ball, because that dummy he done for that goal.
To set up the Gappo, where he started the Gappo goal.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm good. I'm happy for Gappo as well, because I was seeing little memes like 007 and and things like that. But
you know, with Gapco, because Liverpool fans, if you talk about Nunes, I'll call him Nunes, they are very defensive. But when it came to Gapco, I wasn't seeing no defense. Even the Liverpool fans were like, nah, I don't know about this. I even see some of them were like, yo, he's giving Ryan Babel vibes. Like, nah, you lot, you take liberties.
Yeah,
I say Ryan Babel.
And Babble vibes. Wow.
You know what? The thing is, it's a bit harsh because look, he's new to the league, and usually you give people a bit of time in it, especially when there's other people that have come to the league and they haven't even scored the amount of goals he scored, like that, and they've cost more than him. So it's looking, it's looking all mad out there.
Hold on. You know when I'm sitting in my head thinking, I better check the scoring list because he can't be aiming that at my boy Anthony, can he?
You know when I wasn't even talking about him, innit? But okay.
They're paranoia, boy.
You already knew.
Paranoia. Absolute paranoia, boy. This guy, bro. But in any case.
But yeah, he has got more goals than Anthony. Anthony's got one more goal, I think.
Anthony got a couple of goals, didn't he?
I think he's got 3 goals. Anthony's got 3 goals.
Premier League has 3.
Yeah, he's got 3 goals in 12 games, and Gakpo's got 2 in 5. But I wasn't even talking about him. But
amazingly, how he had that ready to say, isn't it? Amazing, you know what? Like he went in his notes, bro. Just in case you're right, it's 2 in 5, man. Come on, man.
You know what it is? I always have to be prepared for a donut that I have to address, which is yourself.
It, big man.
But like I said, there's other players that come to the league for more money, and it's not looking good. Like, look, Modric was what, 88?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't scored yet. How much did Anthony cost though? He cost less than Modric though, isn't it?
Any more?
Just, wasn't it?
No, I think it was more, mate.
He's more.
Bro. Oh, was it?
But just a little bit more.
Okay, all right. Well,
let's not even get into that way because that will just become another whole thing.
Look at Nathan over here. Where you got this from?
90 million fidget spinner. I love that.
Do you know what? I only saw the highlights of this game. I was like, right, 10 men. I was like, the keeper got sent off. What happened?
Oh, mate.
When I saw the I was like, what is he doing, bro?
It's almost like he didn't want to play the final. Honestly, I think he's got somewhere to be next Sunday.
He had that absolute brain fart, bro. I don't know what he was going through.
No, but you know what? You see at the beginning of the game, he done it earlier on. He thought, I don't know whether this man thought he was Neuer, but he got the first one correct, innit? The second one, he completely missed the ball and he panicked because he knew Salah was there.
So he was like, definitely panicked.
He went to header it, closed his eyes, and he's realized the ball's hit his chin, innit? And he's like, so he's trying to scoop the ball back in. And then you try to get up and like you didn't do it and kick the ball away. Big man, you know the cameras can see you, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. And you think to yourself, he's like a traditional keeper. He's not even like a ball playing sweeper. Like, bro, stick to what you know, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you have no business doing any of that, man. What are you doing?
You know what? To be honest, but you know what? I can understand why he's tried to do what he's done, because if he doesn't do that, then Salah's running down his neck.
Yeah, it's better to be 3-0, bro, than 2-0 down, 10 men.
I'm missing Newcastle's only cup final in like 56 years or so.
You know what?
He's been player of the season for them as well. He's been absolutely brilliant for
player
them
of the season, but this week's player L, boy. I don't know who's got the sound. The sound ready, boy.
You disgust me. You are one pathetic.
Let's do that one more time.
You disgust me.
You are one pathetic loser.
What are you saying, Sean? Did you watch the 90 minutes? Because from the highlights, like obviously the highlights don't tell the full story, but I was expecting to see like bare Liverpool chances. I saw a lot of Newcastle chances in the highlights. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what's going on with this highlights?
Alisson's man of the match as well. That's what
Alisson's man of the match. Yeah, I was about to mention that too.
Alisson's man of the match.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on.
No, go on.
I said, come on. 10 minutes.
Come on. Listen, you know when you understand where your team's at, innit? This is what I'm saying to you.
You know what's funny? Sean? Yeah, because when I heard you, and you're like, oh yeah, but I think Chetic, whatever his name is, you're like, oh yeah, he's been cold, whatever. Yeah. I just thought to myself, the way Real Madrid and Liverpool have fallen off this season is hilarious. Because we were in the Champions League final, yeah, and you're saying Chetic right now has been your best midfielder for the last few weeks, yeah. Do you know who our best midfielder has been at for the last few weeks? Ceballos.
Yeah.
Ceballos has been our best midfielder the last few weeks.
No joke. No joke.
Not even a joke. I'm not even joking.
No joke.
Ceballos, like literally, when the man them see Ceballos not starting, they're like, oh. This is how much these teams are following up. This game tomorrow is a mazzoline.
It's a mess, bro. It's not a mazzoline. It's a mess, big man.
It's a mazzoline, bro. You know what I mean? Man called him the cheaper fidget spinner because he's a fidget spinner as well. You know what I mean? And the funny thing is, it's with the same thing. No legs. Yeah, that Fabinho Henderson midfield with Pacheco working overtime. You know what I mean? You're relying on your front three and your back line to be really on point. You get what I'm saying?
Mate, you know what? I'm just glad Jota's back as well, boy.
This is it.
I'm glad Jota's back.
One thing though, I ain't trying to see tomorrow is Noodles on that left wing against Carvajal. Nightmares about that, bro. Because if that brother just kicks the ball past him and starts running, he ain't catching him for nothing. He's not catching him.
You gotta think Klopp took him off on the 59th minute, so it's clearly resting him for something.
Bro. Nah, but he had a little injury scare. That's why, because he fell over and he went down on his shoulder, innit? But they're saying that the shoulder's fine because I see it today.
Injury hype, blood.
Injured well for you,
bro. Injury hype, bro. They want him fresh, full of energy, bro, to be breezing down Carvajal, blood. It's not gonna be. It is not gonna be funny, bro. But on the other side, Vinicius as well. It's just the defenses. I don't know what this game is gonna look like, bro. This is one of them games here where this could be 2-2, 3-0 Liverpool, 3-1 Madrid. Anything can happen. Like literally, nothing will surprise me. I won't be surprised to go there and see us get battered. You know what I mean? Or see us score bare goals, or see a score draw.
I definitely think both of you are scoring. I think that's a safe bet. That's a bang.
Unless one team just says, "Yo, park this bus." Like, you know what I mean? Like there's no tomorrow. Honest, I don't even think either one of us
are capable of parking the bus right now.
I don't even think we're capable of parking the bus.
To be honest, I'm just glad Van Dijk's back as well, bro. Because
that's what I just noticed. And tighten the
Gomez.
Yeah, the Gomez Matip thing weren't looking good.
Yo, you know, I was getting nightmares. You know that. I was getting nightmares, bro. It was like Freddy Krueger was after me in my nightmares, seeing them two start against Real Madrid. I was like, no, don't do this to me, because it would have been peak. You might have had Gomez twerking from Vinicius. I didn't want to see that again, bro. Oh man.
Oh man. Nah, it should be. You know what's funny? I was speaking to Philly earlier, and I said to him, I was like, bro, do you know what's funny about this game? This is about to be the biggest cover up the cracks game here, because both fan bases, whoever comes through this tie, because of the name of the other team, Liverpool win is Real Madrid, so it's just a name, you know what I mean? We beat Real Madrid, we're back. Watch the humbling they're gonna get in the next round. Yeah, same for us. We beat Liverpool. It's Liverpool. We're back. It's gonna be like last season. Yeah, we're gonna do it, and then get humbled by Napoli or something. You know what I mean? It is some covering of cracks, bro. You know what I mean? It's these two teams are just not what they were. You know what I mean? I think for me, it's just relying on the rest of Europe just being dead, which is not too far from the truth, to be honest, because I watched PSG against Bayern and I wasn't really too impressed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that wasn't. But you know what?
Although when Mbappe came on, boy, okay, yo, he's a problem.
Yeah. This weekend as well.
He's carrying an injury for that match.
He's back now. He played on the weekend still.
Against Lille.
Yeah. To be honest, if any team that's gonna get through and win the final, it'd be either one of our teams. Because who else is in there? I think Bayern Chelsea ain't won it near enough times as Liverpool, let alone.
No, I didn't say it. They're still in this year. They're still in this year. Come on,
get out of here! You just try to sit through and shoot.
You know my little dark horses here. My dark horse is Napoli, boy.
Napoli.
You know what? Napoli are
they look nasty, bro.
To be honest, remember we played them already and they clapped us the first game, bro. Oh my lord. I don't want to see Napoli again.
I'm not trying to see Napoli, bro. I'm trying to see that cover or whatever Donny running a cover. That's another problem, boy. Yo. I'm like the Osimhen and that. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, boy. And the pace and intensity they play it as well.
Yep.
This is crazy. Not trying to see them. Not trying to see. That's one of them teams you just hope like they just mess it up in it and someone else. But you know what you're saying that. Yeah, you might be right still because there is one smelly. Isn't that smelly tie like Porto and someone? There's one tie that's dead, bro. Like I'm sure. Who's the other game tomorrow?
I think there was 2 ties that were actually rubbish, man.
Yeah, there's one smelly tie.
There's AC Milan and Tottenham.
Yeah, that's dead as well. That's dead. Yeah, man, this Inter Porto, blood. Both of them teams are scared. Come on, man. Yeah, man, they ain't it, blood. They ain't it. Do you know what I mean? You'd be like hoping to get one of them when you get through. Do you get what I mean?
Well, there's RB Leipzig and City as well.
Yeah, you expect Man City, but then it's Pep in it. Who knows when? Edison might start up front.
One of those teams as well. Leipzig are one of those teams that could turn it on at any moment as well.
Yeah. And can get fried as well at the same time.
Yeah. 4-0 battering. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Didn't Oli or someone wallop them some mad scores? It them. It was them, innit?
I think they walloped us, mate.
Was that in Europa?
Sent us to Europa League.
Oh right. Okay.
Did they only play them in Champions League?
Yeah. I'm
not even being funny. I really don't remember.
No, I think so. Honestly, I only remember them in Champions League when they beat us 3-1.
Yes, because I think Oli did finish second 1 year.
Where was Nagelsmann?
He took over from Mourinho, who finished second, and that's how he got into that's how he played the Champions League. You know.
Don't know. It's old news now.
Anyway, let's keep it moving, but Stuart, you're not gonna survive.
Oh, I was enjoying the Champions League talk, man. So I was 20 in, I was thinking, we're gonna move.
You know what's funny? Yeah? I just looked at the table and realized Tottenham were in top 4, and I was like, oh, I know why. Yeah, cool. We'll have to mention that because we were writing them off.
You're not gonna survive the thing, but you know what I mean. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. Thoughts, big man?
Mate, it's just like I don't know. How do you spend 160 million on a team and they finish 7th and now you're in 18th after 23 games? It's just baffling to me. No, not one of them. Yeah. So we've got Kera and the Moroccan Donny Sarah. I'd pronounce his name wrong. They're the only 2 that we bought. Emerson as well. Sorry, that was starting yesterday. Everyone else is exactly the same team as the last 3 seasons. Fabianski finished as a goalkeeper. You bought Areola, play him. I don't understand why. Kufel, right back, probably our best player on the pitch yesterday. Still a rubbish right back. Why do we continue playing him? I don't understand it. Ogbonna is our best centre back. He is 36 years old and injury prone.
In 2023, yo,
that's what I'm saying. 36 years old and injury prone. Even Declan Rice doesn't want to play anymore. He was rubbish yesterday as well. Souček, rubbish. Bowen is our top goal scorer. 4 goals all season. How can you be top goal scorer with 4 goals to your name? Honestly. Yeah? Lucas Paqueta, we bought him for a load of money. Hardly ever plays. Scamacca, can't get a game. Has scored more goals than Antonio. Has scored 3 goals. So he's the second top goal scorer in our club. But still can't get a game. Still can't get a game. Honestly, Antonio, two goals in 28 games. 2 goals in 28 games. That is going back to last season. What are you still doing on the pitch? I don't get it. We bought Danny Ings in January. This guy can't buy a game. You bought him to score goals, but yet instead you play Bowen up front. Honestly, what is going on? Moyes, you got to sort it out. And I'm sick of all little Moyes' fans in the bloody media going, but he's a good manager. Last season. Yes, last season was fantastic season. The season before that was fantastic. But guess what? In 1966, England won the World Cup. It doesn't mean they're any good now. You know what I mean? Things move on.
The thing about the old days,
things move on. And I heard today, but if you got rid of David Moyes, the funny thing is, you'd want to bring in David Moyes. Oh my God. Just listen. I appreciate what the geezer done for the last 2.5 seasons. Yes, he saved us from relegation last time. Yes, he brought us European football. Okay, but then if you actually break down those 2 seasons, the season that we qualified for the Europa League, Yeah, had we have won 2 more matches, which we fluffed at the end of the season, by the way, and lost 1-0 and then 4-0 to Leicester on the last game of the season, we would have been in Champions League. Never mind Europa League, but no, we fluffed it. Last season, yeah, biggest game of the whole season, Europa League semi-final. What happened? Bottled it. Bottled it big time, went massively defensive, and then that was it. The season was over. The season was over, and then after that, they couldn't regain itself, and they lost the Europa League spot. This is why we're in this rubbish conference league at the moment.
That was a winnable one as well last season, isn't it? Because you'd have played
100%, 100%. We had I tried Frankfurt in the semi-final, and then Rangers got to the final.
Rangers were dead, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So all we needed to do really was win the semi-final, but nope, bottled it. Bottled it. And then this season has just been a nightmare. Has just been a nightmare from the very, very start of the season. Has been useless. Useless. There is nothing good to say. I've got nothing good to say. Like I said, your top goal scorer has got 4 goals. 4 goals.
I was about to ask you, do you want to take a drink of water and start again?
I've been waiting for this. Because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I don't understand what is going on. And the thing is now is that we've walked into this relegation battle. November time, before the World Cup, we were looking rubbish. That's when I said, get rid of Moyes straight away. And we might have actually been able to coach somebody in, a good manager to come in. I'm not saying we would have got him, but you could have got like a Tuchel. You could have maybe just sprinkled him with a bit of money and said, "Hey, come in here." I'm not saying that we could have got him, but we definitely ain't getting him now. Yeah, if you're gonna get rid of Moyes, so it's even too late to get rid of Moyes, because who are you gonna bring in? Who are you going to bring in? Sam Allardyce, Harry Redknapp. That is the names that are getting banded around. David Moyes goes. I'd rather stay with David Moyes. All you got to do is just, sorry, Sean. All you got to do is just hope and pray for, as a West Ham fan, that we stay in the league. We stay in the league and say, thank you very much, David Moyes, for 2 good years and 1 rubbish year. It's now time to go, and then we get somebody else in. Let me go get Michael Carrick from Middlesbrough. Let me go get Graham Potter from Chelsea when he gets finally sacked.
What about Frank Lampard?
Whoa.
Wait, if he wanted to sit in that dugout every week, but you know what? I'd pay to go and do that still. I wouldn't mind that. The abuse we sent him.
Oh my! I still can't get over the 2 goals in 28 games stat for a striker. That's nasty.
It's crazy.
Why is he still? But I don't understand why he's still playing as well. Why is he still playing? I don't understand it. I don't understand.
He did a nasty challenge yesterday. I think that he was just lucky that the ball landed right in between his studs and Harry Kane's shins as well.
It was dirty, but that was pretty much our only highlight of the game, to be honest with you. Is that tackle?
He's a busybody.
Listen, he runs around a lot. Don't get me wrong, and he's done wonders for us over the years. But again, much like Moyes, that time has passed now, man. That time has passed. Why bring in Scamacca for 28 million and not bother playing him? Why bring in Danny Ings to score goals, a proven Premier League goal scorer, to not play him? What is going on?
You saying that, yeah? I think it's when the board bring in players, and it's not the player they asked for. I think you had a similar thing with Ollie, where you signed a player, or look at Spence that's at Tottenham.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's asked for him to come in, but instead of like saying, all right, cool, I'm going to play the player they've just signed me, they're going to be like, nah, I didn't ask him, so I'm not going to play him. That's what I think it might be,
I would be all for that excuse if it wasn't for David Moyes coming out at the start of the season and saying how much they scouted Scamacca last season and how much they fit.
Then it's peak. Then
how much he fits the West Ham profile that he was looking for.
Oh.
Scamacca for me is screaming deja vu of Sebastian Haller. I'm sorry, who was a good striker, and for whatever reason we didn't play to his strengths. We never played him enough. And we just got rid of him after 10 games and just gone, you know what? You're no good. Sold him to Ajax, burnt it up in the Champions League at Ajax. And then he got a massive move to Dortmund. And, you know, fair play to him because he had a bad illness and he's come back from that as well. And he's still doing very well for Dortmund. A big, massive... And he wasn't good enough for you. He wasn't good enough for you, David Moyes, no? He's useless. He's done. He's a dinosaur in the game. He's the last one out of the old school managers, still surviving, still hanging around. He needs to go. But unfortunately, like I said, it is too late for him to go this season because there's no one else to come in. There's no one else to come in.
Let me ask you something, right? If you survive,
I take it at the moment.
Sean's a troll.
I take it at the moment. That's how bad
Lampard and then Hodgson, bro.
The Lampard one was wild. The Lampard one was wild.
I'm sorry, I done that to Chiggy. I done that to Chiggy, the Lampard one, didn't it?
That's why I didn't move. I couldn't move.
No, so I got a question for you, Stuart, right?
Go for it.
So he somehow managed to turn it around. I mean, your run is quite bad. But
mate, have you seen our next games? Have you seen our fixtures?
So you're not even.
We've still got Man City to play, Man United to play, Arsenal to play, Liverpool to play. Right. Where your wins coming from?
Right.
Where your wins coming from? We couldn't even beat Chelsea. We couldn't even beat Chelsea, mate. And everyone's battering Chelsea at the moment. We had to rely on dodgy VAR decision not to give away a penalty because Souček saved it.
Well, funny enough, Nathan is asking a similar question, but I'm
Michael
thinking...
Carrick. Grab Michael Carrick out of Middlesbrough and go and get Michael Carrick straight away. He's doing wonders. He's doing wonders at Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough. And you know what? If that don't work, go and get Vincent Kompany out of Burnley. No, we need new fresh blood. Like I said, David Moyes is a dinosaur football manager. I'm sick of it.
So do you think your board will do it though if he survives? Do you think your board will make that change if he survives?
He cannot be there next season. He cannot be there next season. As a board,
I'm gonna storm that office, man. Listen, I'm pulling up.
If you're the chairman, and say for whatever reason, none of these signings are David Moyes', which is we're led to believe that they very much are David Moyes' signings, but none of these signings are David Moyes' and they're the chairman's signings. You spent £160 million now, and two of them out of 15 players are playing.
Yeah, that's mad.
Lovely.
What's that?
It's a long game.
This guy's a troll, you know. This guy's.
It's all right. Come on now. I know Sean for many years, but it's not gonna get me that easy. I'm already too wound up for him to wind me up anyway. You know what I mean? It's not a problem for me. My only saving grace is that today I'm working with a Chelsea fan, so me and him. Can you imagine the atmosphere today with me talking at work all day? It's just like, my team are rubbish. What? Let me tell you, my team are rubbish.
Hey, you two should have just had a hug.
Oh man. Yeah, that's crazy. Because I saw Emerson Royale have another crazy game. He was probably Tottenham's man of the match that game. They were cheering him, everything. He scored a goal. He was tackling. He was like going past people. I was like, nah. Emerson Royale, looking like flipping Cafu, blood.
But both their wing backs combined to score the first goal.
Yeah, but they would do. When you're playing a team that's down the bottom like that and struggling with a dinosaur manager, this is what you're going to get.
You would wind me up if you were talking about my team.
That's very true, Nathan.
Peak.
Born troll, bro.
I'm not a troll. I'm just talking.
Emerson Royale, it's true. Emerson Royale has been struggling. I know he had a good game against Man City, but then he's been missing. Has a good game, and then Son, who's been struggling for goals, comes in.
Park Ji-sung can't buy a goal all season. Oh yeah, come play against West Ham, mate. We'll just let you just walk into the goal. It's not a problem.
What's
we'll let
his
you
name?
score.
All that was missing.
Yeah, that's the one. Sorry,
Park Ji-sung,
rolling back the years.
You know, hey Sean, I heard it and I was just trying to move on because
I'm sure they're gonna let me get away with that.
recovery.
You know what? I'm too wound up to even care that I've got the guy's name from. You know?
No way I'm letting that slide. No way.
It's all right. It's all right, man.
You know what I was missing from this game was Richarlison finding the net.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
That was all that was missing, you know.
That's it. Because Spurs didn't really play that well.
He's rubbing up his face. Yo, it's a long day for you.
Sweating in here all of a sudden, man. This light up here is getting real hot now.
it's smelly down there. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? You as you were saying that Moyes can't be the next man. Moyes can't be in the next 2 games, big man. It's gonna be too late. It's championship football for you.
But this is what I'm saying. You can't get rid of him now. You can't get rid of him now because there's no one else. Who are you going to bring in? Who are you going to bring in?
You better reflect in somebody else. I don't know, brother. I don't know.
You can't. That's what I'm saying.
I wanted to wind you up more and say Jesse Marsh, but I think I'm just gonna
I said Jesse Marsh, you know, this guy, bro. Oh my days.
But you know what? Yeah, listen, I know that was a wind up and a troll, but honestly, I think these players just need a fresh voice. Honestly, I think they're sick of listening to this guy. I think they're sick of listening to him.
Ollie's still floating.
No. Come on now, man. Come on, Sean. Now you're absolutely taking the mickey. I'd rather Park Ji-sung. I'd rather Park Ji-sung come and take management.
I said Ollie, you know.
No, but you're right.
I said they finished second in that, you know what I mean?
He also got relegated with Cardiff. Let's not forget that. That's how we got the job at Man United in the first place.
Yeah, but you know, you're right. Even this Steven Gerrard's still floating. Man, there's quite a few managers floating.
No. But they're useless. They're useless. Steven Gerrard, useless. Frank Lampard, useless. No, I don't want that. I don't want it because those two there just don't have it.
Somebody said has two late.
Listen, like I said, like I said about Tuchel, perhaps if you would have gone for him in the November time, you might have had a smidge of a chance of convincing him to come and join the project.
Very much, bro.
That's the t-shirt. Must try to walk into Harrods with the Primark budget, you know, like he's mad, you know. It's
because as strange as it may sound, we've actually got some money now because we got that Czech billionaire involved at the moment, which is where all of our money is coming from at the moment. In the next season, in 2024. London Borough Council and the Olympic Committee let the Olympic Stadium go and it fully becomes ours. So then we've got a 60,000 seater stadium in the middle of London. Doesn't matter. We could be in the championship. We could be in the championship, but it will still be ours. Is what I'm saying. Is we've got a commodity.
Yours. It's gonna be yours, but
we've got a commodity. Whether or not we're in a championship or not, it's regardless.
Imagine Millwall come up and E-Man go down. That's mad.
That's a long day, bruv.
If Millwall come up because they're in playoffs or something, want to play a position. Like, you know what I mean? If Millwall come up and you-man go down. That is, it's good. It's frozen solid. It's good for the Metropolitan Police because they ain't gonna deal with that fixture. But yo, it's nasty still. That's nasty. But yo, here's what it is. Anyway, but still, I'll let you have a reprieve, boy. Let me just briefly touch on Monsieur Patrick Vieira, boy. You know what I mean? That guy.
Your turn, Kuda.
Yeah. No win since October. You know, like that draw specialist, specialist in draws and that. Two things. Yeah, I haven't got much to say about this game. I'm going to pull up my phone. I need to remember this nonsense lineup that I saw. Yeah. It's not even the lineup, to be honest with you guys. It's the front three, blood. I mean, an absolute sourceless front three. Yeah. Embarrassing. Mateta, Vieira's love child. I don't know why this guy plays ahead of Edouard. Schlupp, Lord have mercy on me. Yeah, I mean, it's a long time since you won the league with Leicester, big man, and you was playing left back, but you are here left wing. Yeah. And then the Piso de Resistance, the Uber driver himself, Dr. Ofori. Yeah. Man like Ayu, aka in Vieira's eyes, Ronaldinho. Bro.
Man played 90 minutes, didn't he?
He played the full game, bro. Yeah. Now we've seen teams go to Brentford, and get cooked. Big teams as well, yeah. We're winning at Brentford. All you need to do is take the ball into the corner, big man. Yeah. On that pitch there, you're one of the most experienced players. Have you seen the pass here, Abbas? Because I know you was looking for the pass.
No, I didn't even see it because on the highlight replay, it just goes to them having the ball and doing a 1-2 and then both.
Maybe Vieira put the call in or something, boy. save his boys blushes, boy. But brother, he's got the ball in midfield there. There's no pass onto the left. There's no pass onto the right, yeah. Run with the ball towards the corner. Even boot it towards their corner. Do you get what I'm saying? Nah. He tried some pass that only he saw. Straight to Brentford, big man. Yeah? Straight to Brentford. And before you know it, and do you know the funniest thing? Listen to this, yeah. As they say, football is a humbler. Before that ball went in, do you know what I was doing? I was in the group chat texting like this, yeah. I was like, yo, getting 3 points at Brentford ain't for everybody. As I finished the sentence, the ball flew across. Boom, header.
God punished you well.
I had to delete. I was like, you know, you get the iPhone stuff like that noise of the deleting. I had to delete and just put my phone down. Like, football is a humbler. Football is a humbler.
No, it's a shame you didn't press send.
No. I'm not that silly, boy. I'll wait until the whistles rang. Wait until the fat lady is sang, boy.
No, but you're just lucky. The panic just didn't go. Oh,
bro, absolutely disgusting. And literally, I mean, there's a lot I don't agree with Palace fans, but there's one thing Crystal Palace fans all agree on, and it's that Ayew should not be playing. But there's only one man in South London that thinks he should be playing, and that's Patrick Vieira. Honestly, to this day, I don't know what it is. I don't.
But you know, some managers just have their favorites. You see, that could be like Antonio with Moyes. Some managers just have players that they are their go-to players. They're not doing well, but they clearly see something in them that we don't, innit?
I'm not gonna lie.
I thought we had finished with you, Sean.
Patrick Vieira must have some power because I've just gone to a match of the day, rewinded it to that part, and they've still cut off wherever pass he did. You
know? Bro, and the worst thing is, the way you're so vexed at him, I was like, nah. We deserve to be vexed here. You do not deserve to be annoyed, bro. Because that is your guy, blood. That is your guy. You better not be upset, blood. You know what I mean? Because this is what he does. This is what he does, bro. I don't know what it is he sees in him. The only plus points, again, yes, we were winning in Brentford. I mean, let's be honest, I would have taken a draw away at Brentford anyway before the game, but the way it happens like that, I mean, my days, you know what I mean? Another plus point, we finally saw two actual midfielders, Lakonga and Decore, real midfielders, you know what I mean? Lakonga actually had a decent game, but again, it's Crystal Palace. This is why I said, you might not saying I'm salty about what's his name, Gallagher and that, because I know the level of Palace. Yeah, Gallagher, it looks nice at Palace, innit? But you're not levels. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Same for Lakonga. Yeah, it's gonna look nice at Palace because that's your level, big man. You know what I mean? You're not levels. But for us, that's the midfield. That's the pivot. At the very least, I would prefer another. I prefer three midfielders, in fact. But we ain't getting that with Vieira, boy. Which is very ironic.
Do you feel like Crystal Palace are in any danger?
Of course. 100%. Have you seen our record? We ain't won this year. Do you know what I mean? You gotta go all the way back to October and that before Christmas.
What position are you in?
12.
It don't matter, bro. It's the points. We are 6 points away from that relegation. All the way up to 12, everybody is in trouble.
All right, who's at the bottom? Who's at the bottom?
Them man are done out here. Southampton are done out here. Right, but so after that,
Southampton are 18, Leeds are 19, West Ham 20, Bournemouth 21, Everton 21, Wolverhampton 23, Leicester 24, Nottingham Forest 25, Crystal Palace 26. And I would actually say Aston Villa is 28. You might as well drag them in there too.
Nah. I think that's where it stops.
I wouldn't go as far as Villa. I'll go as far as Palace. I'll go as far as Palace. That from 12 to 20 is peak. And then when you look at the quality of teams that's behind us as well, that's another thing that I don't like. You know what I mean? Because I still think we will just sneak out of it. You know what I mean? But we're in it. We're involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's Leicester, Wolverhampton.
Because look at the teams: Leicester, Wolves, Everton. I mean, Bournemouth. I'll take them out of them. Those are teams with players for me. These are teams that, on paper, should be finishing above us. They should. Oh, West Ham on paper. Do you know what I mean? West Ham on paper. What's it called? Leicester, Wolves, Everton on paper. These are teams that should be finishing above Crystal Palace.
It's madness because
you know what I mean?
although they're down there, I think, you know, with the appointment of Daesh now, Everton, they're a different proposition altogether. They look like an actual team at the moment. They're
exactly.
Like a good team. So
right now, do I think they can collect more points than Crystal Palace moving forward? I think so. Is the 5-point cushion we've got over them, is that going to be enough? Who knows? You know what I mean? But something needs to change anyway. I mean, Vieira, I'm telling you, if this man's going to die, he's going to die on the Uber driver sword, on the IU sword.
I mean, I'm still in disbelief that he played as a number 10 or behind the striker, or whatever you want to call it.
He plays wherever he has to force feed him into. You know what I mean? Right wing, I've seen him. Right centre mid, I've seen him put Olise playing Olise as a centre mid. It's like you lot playing Anthony. You know what I mean? Say, oh yeah. Sancho play right wing. Olise, Anthony, you come in and do right centre mid just because we have to play this man. That's what's happening in Palace. It's a joke.
Yeah.
Absolute joke. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, gentlemen. I'm going to leave it at that way because we have gone way over the time. You know what I mean? Does anyone have anything else to add?
It was a good week.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. Well, it is what it is, guys. We'll catch you again on the weekend. Who you guys got on the weekend? Any big games?
Bro, Palace and Liverpool.
My days. Really? So it's going to be Madrid against Liverpool tomorrow. Then Palace.
Spurs Chelsea as well on Sunday.
West Ham have Nottingham Forest, so that's going to be a lively game.
It's 3 points for Nottingham Forest, guaranteed.
Is that home or away?
We're at home, so definitely 3 points for Nottingham Forest.
Mate, if Antonio starts, it's a wrap. They've lost.
He's gonna start. He's like Ayu. He's got to start. He has to start. There's no way he can't start.
That name is like tattooed on the team sheet, bro. They print it out and
already there, bro.
It's already there. Just write everyone else in. Why is he in not in pen? Everyone else is in pen. Like, yeah.
It's just already printed out on the template.
Yeah, bro.
It's done.
Anyway, guys, make sure to leave a like. You know what I mean? Share and all that. Make sure you're subscribed. And we'll catch you again later. Peace.
Laters.
Adios.
Bye.